scripts. So normally what we do, whenever we are storing a variable, what we are doing, we are giving some a equal to 10, right? Then b equal to 20, sorry 20, c equal to 30. So I am using multiple variables to define, okay. So let's say I have to store lot of different things I am storing. So rather than using so many variables, like then let's say if I have to store 100 values, so I have to use 100 variables, right? Which will become a problem, right? To remember, oh, how many variables I have, which variable I have to use, which variable I don't have to use, right? So to avoid such issues, what we use an array. So array is what? You can understand it as a container. It's a container, it's a big container, okay, in which we have small divisions, okay, and each division will store its own specific value. So division first will store something, then second will store, then third will. So array can hold lot many values, like, so there is no limit how many values it can store. Okay, so it will keep storing as many values as you want in a single array only. Okay. Now the benefit of array in Linux is that it doesn't matter like what type of data type you are storing. So in a single array you can store a number, you can store a character, you can store a word. So it all will work without any problem. Now how this works, okay, how it is going to work now. So you have to see how the array is defined. So there are multiple ways you can define an array. Okay, so array can be defined as a, normally you can define it something, some name. Let's say I will give it as a name as store box. Okay, I'm just giving a random name. It doesn't have to do anything. So store box, and a array has a value. Okay, array can have a range of values, one value, whichever value you want. So if I want that, okay, array should have a value. So what I can do, I will say braces, and which values I want to store in an array, 10 space 20. So by space you are seeing this will be stored in the first partition, this would be stored in the second partition of the array, and then 30. Then I will say Lavanya, I will say Divya, I will say Pusp, I will say Praveen. Okay, so all these values it will store this array. Okay, without considering the data type, whether I earlier stored numbers, now I am storing this words, it doesn't matter to it. Okay, and as soon as I hit enter, this array stores all these value. Clear? Now I have stored in the array. Now how I can display the value contained inside that array? So the array stores a value in form of index. Okay, like in a book, whenever you read a book has various indexes, right? At the back side of the book, every time you see there is an index page where you want to see a specific term, you can search, okay, in which page this particular term would be there, right? Index is there. Same way here the array will do the indexing based on the location. Okay, so the first location is on a index 0. So the index value in an array starts with a value 0. Okay, so array index starts with a value 0 here. Okay, so if I want to see what is the content inside my place 0, I will say echo, then I will say dollar. I will then use my array store box, and then you have to use square braces, and I will say 0. 0 means the 0th position in this array is holded by what value? Okay, the first partition. 0 you can understand as first partition or the first position in the array. And if I hit enter, it will show me only this value 10. Okay, the first position in this array, that is here. Clear? Okay, so this way you can see any number of values. So let's say if I say 4, so it is saying, okay, in fourth position. Fourth means actually fifth position. If you see 1, it is be 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 is your Divya. So actually it is fifth, but in the array terms it will start with 0. So this is the 0th position, first position, third position, fourth position and fifth position. Okay, so if I am giving 4, fourth means the fifth position based on array. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is the fourth. Clear? If you want to display that I want to see all the content inside my array store box. So what I can do, I can use a symbol star. It will show me everything inside this array. Let's say I want to say I want to see everything. So there is one more, you can use @. This will also show you everything. So you can use star or @. Both will work in the same way. Okay. So now even if I just create a new array, right? Let's say, so I will say I can also create a new array just based on my index number. Let's say I want to create a new array. Let's say jukebox. I want to create a jukebox, and at the first position I can directly give that, okay, this is an array and it has one position 0. I will store a value as, let's say, jazz. Okay, so it will hold only the value as jazz. Okay, so if I just want to see what is the value inside this jukebox, so there is another array that is jukebox, so it holds one value, jazz only. Or I can see what is at 0 position, this. If I try to see what is at 1 position, nothing, because no value is stored, so it will not display anything. Okay, so there is no such position where it has stored anything. So now there are various different ways also to declare, like we have seen array name and the index range value. So let's say I want the index value 0. So I have showed that, okay, I am storing at 0. Now if let's say I want to store at 1, it's very simple. I can say, okay, at 1 position now store what? Salsa. Okay. So now if I just want to print everything in this, so at the second position it will show me, okay, salsa is there. So you can define an array as this, as a range of values. You can define as the index name and its value. That will also work. And also you can do like in other languages you do, declare -a array name. So this also you can do, and later on you can assign the value. That is also work. Okay. Any way you can work, like either you can declare a array first and then later on some point of time you insert the values. So if there is one more method, okay, that is called to find out the positions. So let's say I was using the store box, right? Store box star, it is giving me everything, right? Now I say I want to see the content starting from a position, starting from an index position. So what I can give, I will see 0. If I will say start everything showing from this array starting from a point 0 or the 0 location, so it will start from the first and show me everything. But let's say if I say only search from 1, okay, only search from first position, so it will only show me from the 10 value, 0 value it will not show. If I go ahead and say only show me from the third value, so it will only start after the 3 values are done, then it will start showing me the values. Okay, so because it works 0, 1, 3, so 3 means the fourth object in this array will be shown, and that would be your value here. Even you can say, okay, now I want to see third, but I want to see only third, and after 3 only 2 values I want to see, so I can do 2. So it will say it will start from the third position, like third means the fourth, sorry. So 3 plus 1, fourth position means the third index number, and it will display only 2 objects. So 2 values it is printing. If I just do 3, so from starting from that it will only print me 3 values. So if I want to do everything, I can start from 0 and till 3. So it will only show me starting from the 0th index pointer and till only 3 values. Clear? So 3 elements it is showing me. So in an array you can store anything, and whatever value you want to store or print, you can print or use that specific value only. You don't want to use all things, so you can don't need to use them. They will still be stored in the array and can be used whenever you want to use. So how to count a total number of elements? So this we are doing to see the total number of elements, right? Now to count, like if you remember $# we were using earlier when we were passing the parameters, right? To count the total number of parameters passed in a script. Okay. So same way I will put here dollar and then hash here between the braces and then store box. So it will, what it will do, it will count how many elements are in this array. I am giving a particular element, right? Here what I have given, earlier I was giving a star. Stars means it is showing me everything, right? And then counting, then I am putting count. So it is counting 7 here, clear? Now when I am putting here, let's say 1 will show 10. Now it will count total characters in this element. If I give hash here, sorry, hash 2. So let me see, let me say I give it for position 0, 1, 2 and 3. 3 is Lavanya here. So if I see here 3. So it will say this is total 7 characters here. So it will count that element then. If you are using any specific index position in the array fetching field, so it can count. So it is very useful if you want to count, okay, that particular value has how many length, and if you want to display something based on that. Okay, so it will count and do the specific task for that. Okay, now if I go ahead and use something like this and I say this, no, remove hash. So if I'm doing like this, what it should do, this 2 is for what, the position. Okay, this is for the position. So first thing it is doing, it is taking me store bracket 3. What it is doing, it is finding the fourth element in the array, right? 4 element that is stored in the array. So that is Lavanya, right? Now in that it is saying only take the 2. Okay, so if I just give here leaving 2, it will show you everything. Okay, starting from the second position after the second pointer, right? So it is showing everything me from here. So leaving these 2, it is only showing me this. So that what you have to do, 0. So 0 and 1 you want, and till what you want, only 2 characters. So LA, right? Clear? So 0 is for, see, this is the positional parameter that you are passing, right? This is the position of an index. So in Lavanya now the index pointer is just L. So this is 0, this is 0, this is 1. So I am saying only start from 2. Here I was saying only start from 2. So it is starting from 2. So this is the 2 in the index field. Okay, don't understand it as second character, it is the second index position. So second index position is at V, because it starts with 0, 0, 1 and 2 is V. Same thing I am saying, now start with 0, so it starts with L, and I am saying only take 2 positions. So starting from 0 it says 0 and 1, that is total 2, so it will give me 2 value here. I want to search a particular string in this array. Let's say I say star. Okay, if I am going ahead and searching a specific value here, so what it will do, you have to use, go ahead and use slash. Okay, and I will say LA slash. Okay, so what it will do, leaving LA, it will show me everything. LA is here, it will match that LA, it was able to match and it showed me everything apart from that. Okay, so if I am running like this, it will match everything and show me like this, and if I am just doing like this, it doesn't know what is this store box. Okay, so if you are displaying like this, it will execute, but it will not show this value in the output. It will remove that value and then display. LA, I was searching, LA was there, so it didn't display me here. Even let's say I want to replace LA with some value, let's say VT. Okay, okay, so see, wherever LA is there, it will replace with VT, but see, it is not changing your specific array, it is not changing the array, but it is only changing the, sorry, it is only changing your actual array is still having Lavanya only, but it is only changing the display that it is displayed on the screen. Clear? So now this value you can store it in a different array also. Let's say if I am doing like this, I will say make an array as a dump array equal to, and I will say, okay, now if I do echo dollar, sorry, dump arr, you see now it has stored in a dump array, right? I am storing the output of this into an array here, array. Okay, now this is how the array works. Okay, this is the array procedure. Now how you use this array in your scripts? Okay, the main question is this. Okay, so I will show you one sample script and see if you are able to understand what it is doing here. So let me run. Okay, so I'm just giving a random. Okay, so see only this much. Okay, don't worry about this, I will explain that later, just now in few minutes. So see, it is only printing me all the 5 values, right? All the 5 values that is stored in that jukebox. See what I have told, order box, and if I am written 1, right? So this is that I am defining a specific value at a position, right? Index position. I am saying at index 1 what it should store, $I, right? You understood this much? Now you are saying every time it will store I, right? Why? See here what we are defining. Every time we are defining the same thing again. First time it will take I as songs. It will print songs and then store at first position of order box array value songs. Fine. But next time whenever the loop runs, what it will pick up? Sad songs. Again echo $I will print sad songs. That is fine. But again what it will do? It will replace the earlier value stored at the first position of songs to sad songs. Again it will run, it will pick up rock. Again it will replace the order box 1 position value to rock. Again it will do same thing. Again it will do same thing. So same thing it is going to do again and again, and the last value of this I will be present in this whatever I am printing here. If I run it, see last value it is printing. You have ordered jazz. See the last one. Because what we are doing, array is the same thing as variable, right? If let's say I define variable equal to 10. So if I do echo $A, 10 is value, right? But now again if I do a equal to Divya and do echo $A, what it will show me? Divya, right? The value has changed. So whatever is the latest value, that only it will store, right? It will not store anything else. Correct? So that's why here what we are, sorry, I have executed this vi. Okay, so that's why what here we are doing, the last value we are going ahead and storing. Let's say if I just print order box and 0 here, x 0. Now let's say what I am printing here, insert 0, and if I save it, okay, so it will not be find any value at 0 position because 0 was never defined. Only first position index space was defined there, right? That in the first parameter only store a value. No 0, no 2, nothing is defined. So you can see you have ordered blank, it is coming because there is no value in that variable, right? If you see, there is no value stored in the 0th position. If I just show it, 1. Okay, so let me say 1. Now, next line, what I am doing. See, array can be used in any ways. That's why I have written an example that has for loop, if, while loop, everything is there, right? So that you can see that array can be used anywhere, wherever you want to use. So all type of examples I have written in the same command. So if you see the next line, okay, so this much you are clear, right? How you are using here, yeah. So now if you see this much, what it is doing? Just explain me or how the compiler is thinking and how the compiler is working. It will print rock was found. So it is checking. Now you can use this value also, like conditional based also you can use array, right? Not only that, only for loop, I am saying that only specific value from that I am checking. Okay, rock is there. So that means that's fine. So now I can check, okay, rock was there. I will just go ahead and print rock was found. So if I just enter that, so that's why I have written module by module. So you can see rock was found because rock was there. Clear? Now again the same example, but more advanced. Now let's say, now if you see here what we are doing, can you see and understand? We are using while, we are using expression, we are using read. Lot of things we are reading that we have learnt till now. So try to understand this, what it is doing here. Important thing is here what we are doing. We are saying add your order. So it will do add an order and read. Earlier what we used to do, we used to give only parameter read and it will store in a parameter. Now I am saying in place of read I am saying okay, I will put an array. So everything will store in one variable only, right? Because see, if you want to take multiple inputs from a user, so rather than going ahead and picking again and again, so what you can do, you can say okay, I will define an array here. So what it will do, it will store everything in the same array, right? I am giving you a big container rather than giving one small containers. I am giving you a big container now. That is, there are different partitions. Store the values one by one here, rather than storing everything in multiple small containers, right? So what here I am giving, I am saying v order, read v order, and dollar $o means the position 0. So first value whatever it will pick, it will store where? At position 0, right? Then next time what I am doing next line, I am using expression command. We have learned that also, right? So in expression what we are doing, okay, now what you do, add 1 to the variable o. So earlier variable was 0, it will now add 1, so it will become 1, correct? Now if I go ahead and again loop will check, okay, 1 is less than 5, true. So until this condition is true, while will keep running, correct? So again it will come, it will again ask add me your order. I will again give, so now $0 value is 1. So at the first position what is storing? The next value of your order, right? Then same way it will keep running until the value becomes 5. Okay, clear? So now how it works, see, now it is asking you add me your order. So what I'm saying, let's say pizza, okay, so I will say add order pizza. So it says okay, pizza is added. So it has added the pizza value in the first index value of the array, right? Again it is asking, because I have said 5 times you give order. So again I will say cold drink. Then I will say fries, ice cream, okay, and let's say tea, okay, and enter. So now it will say okay, it has find out okay, your order is this, and now it will go ahead and print your order like this, right? Of course you can do this in more better way, okay, this is just a random that I have here. You can do and print it more in a more synchronized way, right? Here what we have given, I have hard coded the value, but here what I have given, I have made an array dynamically, right? I have created a dynamic array.